behind this big wood pile, and a damn German 88 shell came, and right before it hit, though, I said, I am so thirsty I could spit nails. I'm going to slip over to that farmhouse and see if I can get me some water. I am thirsty. One of the guys said, well, I'll go with you and help keep you covered.
It was Lud, wasn't it?
Huh?
Lud. Lud. Your friend Lud was with you.
Oh, he was my friend, yeah, Lud was, but I don't know if it was Schwartz or Grandma. I'll go with you and help you keep covered, because Germans were scattered everywhere. And we got there to the door, and it wasn't locked, but I opened the outside door, and I gave it a shove inside. Boom! The house shook, the ground shook. I thought they had it set up with the Germans. They love to set booby traps. That's what I thought it was. So we run out and hit the ground. And then we heard the guys begging for help over there in their little circle. We went over there, and that guy that I was sitting by, it landed, that 88 shell landed between his legs, blew both legs off. Of course, he was dead already. He done bled to death. And shit. Still didn't get a drink of water, but that wasn't the most important then. The best thing was that I'm still alive. If I'd have sat here, I would be dead. You don't need a drink of water if you're dead. Hell, that damn mortar shell killed 3 guys. It wasn't a mortar shell, it was a German 88. 2 or more of them laying over there dead, and it killed 3 of them.
I think there were wounded too, though, wasn't there?
Now, 2 of them was wounded real bad. So we looked at him, and he said, how are we going to get them? Oh, we're supposed to stay out of their houses. But I said, we're going to take them inside the house. So I said, let me scout around, see if I can find something. So I found a wooden ladder. And I said, hell, that'll work good. It was a short wooden ladder. And we rolled one of them on that wooden ladder and carried it in there and put it on the floor. Went back and got the other one and put them on the floor. And one of them was, and the medic was there, but he was off to the side somewhere, and he didn't get hit. And of course, we went to get a drink of water, and I wasn't hit. But anyway, we got him in there, laid him on the floor, and the medic was there, and he got his little satchel out, and he was checking everybody. One of the guys was bleeding real bad. And he said, Tex, I don't think I want to try to save this one. Because they were friends. I done knew they were buddies. Run around together. They were buddies. He said, I'm going to try to save him. This other guy get the scissors out of my bag and cut his clothes off because he was just perforated with shrapnel. And I did. I cut his clothes off, took his boots off, But shit, he was riddled from top to bottom. Well, the guy he's working on died. And the one I was working on survived. A little bit later on, well, they got a Jeep to come in there and get him. And he wrote me a letter. I'm doing okay, and I want to thank you for what you did. He said, I heard that medic say that he didn't think he could save me, but he could save this other guy and put you to work on me instead of him. He said, I can remember what he said. He said they said the same thing whenever they took me to a little field station, and they told them they didn't think they could help me. They were just going to work on the ones they could save. Take him outside. He said they took me outside, and I laid there all night long. Next morning, 2 guys come out there. They were checking us all, and one of them said, "Hey, here's one still alive." He said that was me. They took me in and did this, did that, and sent me to a bigger hospital. This was just a tent thing or emergency thing. And when he wrote me the letter, he was in London, England, at a big hospital. He said, I am recovering. Thank you, Tex.
Wow.
He said, right now they're waiting on a hospital ship to take a bunch of us back to the States. He says, I'll never be back with y'all again.
Di, tell me about that sergeant that walked in that didn't look very good, that sat down beside you when you were working on that one.
He came in and I said, Sarge, you okay? Well, I didn't think so till I looked and see what you're working on and this other guy's working on. He said, I'm okay. So he went over and he sat down on the floor, leaned up against the wall, got his cigarettes out. He lit him a cigarette, and he didn't act right. I didn't see no blood on him. I didn't see nothing wrong with him. And I kept working on this one guy there, doing what the medic told me to do. And I looked over there, and the cigarette was on the floor, still burning, and he was kind of slumped over. I went over. Hell, he was dead. I told the medic, I said, you come check him, but I think he's dead. He came over and he said, yeah, he's gone. I don't know what the hell. No, there was no blood on him or nothing, but
Might have been a concussion injury. That was a hell of a day, Di.
Huh?
That was a hell of a day.
Oh, hell, there was a bunch of hell of a days like that. In combat, shit. There's a lot of nasty days like that. I never won't, well, I won't have to anymore, but I'd never want to go through combat again.
Yep.